always feel better.
Come on. What's up, everybody? It's Feel Better Friday. We're live in the loft. Make some noise! Come on, come on, come on. I'm your host, Sylver, Logan Sharp. Put your hands together for Van Sean on drums, Stan Cooper on guitar, Chris Allen Geronimo on percussion, and my co-host on stage and off, Mr. Daryl L.A.Hunt. Come on. I'll do a little classic for you real quick. Just a little something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. I see a simple heart strolling the summer days of imagining in my head and word from my heart told only to the wind, but even without being said, I don't wanna bore you with my trouble. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Knocks me off my feet. I don't wanna bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't wanna bore you with it. I said I love you, I love you, forever. We lay beneath the stars under the lover tree that seen through the eyes of my mind. I reach out for the part of me that lives in you, that only our true hearts can find. I don't wanna bore you with my trouble. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Knocks me off my feet. I don't wanna bore you with it. I say I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't wanna bore you with it. Oh, say I love, I love, I love, I love, I love you. I don't wanna bore you, baby. Say I love, I love you. Say I don't wanna bore you, baby. I don't wanna bore you, boy. Say I love you, Another classic Stevie for you. Yeah. Yeah, make some noise if you're in the loft. It's Feel Better Friday. We are live, y'all. That's how we do. I felt like a classic today. That's right. Got to do a little classic every now and then. We have yet another amazing guest in the building. Okay? Now, you've seen this brother for a minute, but it's amazing because when I tell you he looks just like he did back in the day, I don't understand how that even happens. I mean, just like he did back in the day. Okay, so let me tell you, right? This brother is a 2-time comedy award winner and a man of 1,000 voices. I mean, at least 1,000. He's performed the stages at New York's Catch a Rising Star and the Comedy Store in Los Angeles, just to name one or two places. He's performed with an array of greats like Stevie Wonder, whose song we just did, Anita Baker, the late Aretha Franklin, and also landed in Whoopi Goldberg's HBO comedy special. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He is known for countless impressions. Now, it's one thing to be funny, okay? Just to tell jokes and make people laugh. It's a whole nother skill set to actually do great impressions. He has a radio show on WOL 1450 that airs every Thursday at 11 a.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. He is BET's BET's original king of comedy. Put your hands together for the mayor of BET's Rap City. That's right, the one and only Chris Thomas! I hope I got all that right. Come on in. How you doing? Woo! Why? Give it up. Wait a minute. You get okay, wait. I think he's gonna take a nap. I'm not sure. You're doing the Mr. Rogers, or did anybody bring his shoes?
Hello, Nate. Hey, Sylver.
Oh, Sylver! Why do you still look exactly the same from the 80s? I need to understand.
Well,
you've been living right or something. God's been good to you.
It's not cosmetic surgery. It's a little pulling this and pulling that.
Okay.
You know.
You've had some work done.
Some people look good in gray and some people don't.
Some people don't. Come on now. Some people need to keep their hair down. I ain't scared of no color now. I
hate when the young girls say, "You look like my dad, but okay."
But okay. How you been?
How you been?
I'm good.
You looking fantastic.
Why, thank you.
And where is Gizmo?
Gizmo is running around here.
Like a floor director.
Right.
I could have sworn I say places.
Right.
Places, everybody.
I said places.
Places.
He's top security right here. I'm telling you. So wait, are you single-handedly holding WOL down? I mean...
Well, you've seen the Honor Awards, so WOL is holding itself down.
I love it.
The only difference is the signal is not as big as it used to be for some reason.
Okay.
You know, when I try to listen to it in my car, you know, it seems... But just WOL... See, I used to be on WOL when P.D. Green. I used to be on the P.D. Green show with Bernie McCain. I used to do impressions on their show. That was my job when I was 16.
How did you start doing impressions? How did that even come about?
The day I realized I could not fly like Superman.
I
actually attempted it.
You attempted it.
Really,
didn't work out so well.
I got on a house, put a towel on, and jumped off the roof.
You did not.
I did.
And how many bones did you break?
I broke my arm. But I was airborne.
He said, but I was airborne, just so we're clear.
I was there.
It just didn't glide, did nothing.
I knew how to land, but I didn't know how to land.
Right.
But I knew what I was supposed to do. I took 2 steps and jumped.
That's
how you take off. But I didn't try again.
Viewers, do not try this at home. I love it. So then, so you fell off the roof and said, maybe I could do impressions. Like, how did that transition
happen? It was the
happen?
kids that made me change my mind.
Really?
They said, what was wrong with you? So I had to make up something to tell them. I said, kryptonite must have been around.
You was doing your impression of Superman.
I guess he just said, I'm gonna have to give this gentleman something else. And, entertainment, every bit of entertainment, even singing, when you write, you have to have an imagination.
You do.
And that's what comedy is too.
Yeah.
You have to have a unique imagination. Music, we don't even know who started music. But look at your group. How they play. This is fantastic.
Thank
So it's an imagination. So creatively, those Donald Ducks and Yogi Bears.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
Imagination.
Yeah.
And that's
I want to know what they was drinking. Disney and then Walt and them.
You're here with Sylver?
Yeah, Billy, but does she have a picnic basket?
I don't know if she has a picnic basket, but she has some really good smoked salmon over there.
That's right, you know it.
That salmon was off the chain.
You like the salmon?
Oh,
We'll keep the salmon. I know
Lord.
we feed people when they come to Feel Better Friday. That's how
That
we
smoked salmon, Lord.
So that's where your material comes from.
I ate all of it. I want to let you know I did. I saw the band when I was playing, they was looking at me. I was like, oh,
So this tray is for me. What you gonna eat?
I'm saving y'all the fruit.
Right. So Yogi Bear eats salmon. Y'all didn't know that.
I ate the salmon.
You know that. And so I'm just saying, when did you
But you
really
look
start doing
fantastic.
that?
You look fantastic.
Thank you. Checks in the mail.
No, baby.
Checks in the
I'm
mail.
gonna tell you something. Black don't crack, but it will mold.
Oh my God! Now that's a good one. You need to be on the
Moles are
t-shirt.
good. I went to a strip club one time and they had a young lady, she had moles all over her body, from her head to her toe. When they brought out, they were like, here she is! Chocolate chip! Chocolate chip. That was her dance name.
Tell me you.
She looked hellified in that black light. But out of it, boy. All you wanted was some chocolate milk or some white milk.
I would think differently about chocolate chip cookies for the rest of my life, though. Never see a chocolate chip cookie the same way.
No, I mean, people say, you know, certainly like you said, some people look good with moles, some people look good with gray hair. Some, you know, I know what I look good in. You know, if you could change things, you know.
Right.
You know, I have big lips. Women love my lips.
Oh, they're paying for them now. They're buying them.
Oh, yes, they are. One
Buying
girl,
big
I
lips.
thought she was teasing me. She said, I wish I had lips like yours. I balled my fist up. And I told her to hold still. I'm gonna give her some lips just like mine. Top and bottom.
And bottom. Just here you go. That'll only be $2,000. That is hilarious. So clearly you must get your material from just
Life.
everyday life, I was gonna say.
Well, imagination, there we go again.
Imagination, right.
Music is an imagination. Choreography
You're
and everything, it's an imagination.
Yeah.
To put it together, how do you know how to put something together? How do you
Without
know?
instructions.
That's right, when you sing, how do you just sung one of my favorite songs.
Thank you.
Of course, the hits that you have.
I'm working on more.
But it's imagination.
But it's imagination.
That's
You're
all it
absolutely
is,
right.
creative imagination on how to put the guitar, the drums, the piano, the congos. How are you gonna put them all together?
Yeah, you're right.
Who said it was right? Who said that's the
Who
way?
said that was the way it was supposed to go?
Right.
I like that. I never thought about it
Who
like
said
that. You know, because people do ask all the time, you know, how do you know when you're ad-libbing? How do you know? I don't.
That's exactly right.
It's literally in the moment. And he said, well, what if you don't hit the right note? Then I sang something else. I'm gonna try my best to hit the right note
Exactly.
every time. And I'll sing another one if I don't hit the right note.
You remember this? He's got the whole world in his. He got the. See, my family grew up in North Carolina.
Okay. What part?
Albemarle, Mount Gilead.
Okay, come on.
And that's where they didn't really have a piano. Everything was stomp.
Right.
It was rhythm. Boom. Had the window open, no air conditioning, no fan. Bumblebees coming in and feeling the spirit and going back out. The bumblebees was come in and said, we're going out to pollinate. So you just don't know. But look how far music, how many instruments have not been used.
Yeah.
I do a lot of impressions, but guess how many people really know? I can barely do a Jimmy Stewart right now. Half of the people would know. Oh, this is Jimmy Stewart, and that looks like a great bowl of soup.
Wow.
But I can do Barack and everybody. Thank you, everybody. It's great to be here with Sylver. Sylver and this wonderful band. It doesn't get any better than this, everybody. Many years ago.
Okay, I have so many questions. And I feel like as long as I've known you, where does that come from? Like, for example, when you hear singers, I'm gonna use that analogy, because people always say, and I hate this question, it's not a nice question to ask singers, when you say, who do you sound like?
Right.
It's not a good question to ask singers, because I sound like myself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But if I am, and shout out to everybody who does tribute shows, because there's tribute shows and then there's tribute shows, and there are some who emulate the person, and there are some who just sing the song.
The Michael Jackson tribute.
Person. Right, but when people can channel that person or channel that voice, you know, I couldn't sound like Rochelle Farrell if I wanted to. You know what I mean? That don't mean I can't sing a song.
Right, exactly.
But I'm not going to sound like her doing it.
Who do you think you sound like?
You know, that's just it. I think that
if they say, Sylver, I want you to do a movie. Yeah. You pick the movie and you tell us the artist that you think that has passed away that you can play.
It's passed away.
Right, it would have to be.
That's a good question. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me who I sound enough like that that I would.
Phyllis Hyman.
Phyllis, I could.
You know what I'm saying? Phyllis. That's exactly right.
Soon as you can.
That's it. See.
In the middle of the sky, you and I.
I'm gonna tell you something about Phyllis. You remember Sweet Georgia Brown downtown? Yeah. So she was there, and we back in the day, BET used to take Donnie on the video soul to Bermuda. So we was all in crew. Donnie stayed sick. I never seen a man with so much motion sickness.
Oh, I could rival him. I'm allergic to boats. I can wear wristbands, the patch, everything.
He would throw up, and after he threw up, he would throw up.
Yeah. It is the most miserable feeling to be constantly nauseous.
Exactly, but Phil, that's why you remind me a lot of her. Wow. I read her to Sweet Georgia Brown, and she was talking. You remember, Chris? Me and Donnie kept getting sick. It was me, her, George Wallace, Howard Hewitt, and Miles J.
Miles, shout out to Miles. Right, you go back.
So we all have some type of connection with someone. You know, that's why I said somebody said that you favorite someone. Saw a guy the other day said he looked like me. I said, hell no. Shoot me. No, shoot both of us.
There can only be one.
There only can be one.
No, but that's so who was the first person that that I'll say inspired you? Who was that person? Not necessarily a comedian, but just that person that made you, you know, think different or want to do different or want to pursue what you're doing?
Rich Little. He was the impressionist. You see Rich. Everything ain't always black now.
No, it's not. That's why, yeah.
You know, you have to be inspired. If you're inspired by Jesus Christ, that's who inspired you.
You want to be inspired.
Because
come on.
That's who you're going to end up with anyway.
Let me tell you, I watched Cher,
right,
Carol Burnett,
right,
Lucille Ball,
right,
and Diane Carroll.
Right.
Those were the women who
Julia.
Who I put, yes. And Cher, because child, you couldn't tell me nothing when I got my first Bob Mackie dress. You couldn't tell me nothing, okay? Because she set the tone. And Carol Burnett, who that's on one of my on my bucket
actress
list to me,
and singer,
and just dancer, everything. And her comedic timing, even when she's not trying, is just unbelievable.
Why haven't you done? I don't know why. You know how rare that is to have another show like that on television?
I know.
They've been asking. I don't think
remember
nobody
the Gong Show and all those kind of shows that were much better than reality TV. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. But
back in the day, they used to have boxers go 15 rounds. Yeah. They probably couldn't even get them to go past 12 now. Right. They just don't have it.
Right. Yeah.
It's what you have inside, what the time has put in front of you that you have to endure. So when I saw Rich Little, he used to do Richard Nixon. Remember that was Richard Nixon. My fellow Americans, this impeachment is nothing like mine. No, it's never was. Or Ronald Reagan? Well, I never was impeached. But, well, as a matter of fact, who are you? And as I look in your audience and see Dr. Jazz and Dr. Renee and Ernie Dozier and Ragtime and as a matter of fact, JFK. Well, I thank you, America. First of all, let me say, ask not what these lips can do for you, but what can you do with your lips?
Go on, go on, go on.
I mean, back in the day, it's a lot of boys like Don Cornelius. Thank you to the show, and we'd like to have, we have the barge, and you are, and you are, and you are. Let's hear it for the mighty OJs.
Wow. So how do you add new characters or new impressions?
It's hard nowadays because we have too many actors and actresses.
Yeah.
There's just too many, there's no settle down moment. Entertainment is oversaturated.
Oh,
it's too much.
We were just talking about that
It's
hours
over.
ago.
It's overdone. Most of the musicians will never be able to really simmer because everything is so demanding.
Yes.
Facebook and Instagram is genius.
I wish I thought of it.
But it's too much.
It's too. Come on, say it again.
That's right. It's too much.
It is too much.
It's too much. It is hurt till everybody wants to be an entertainer.
Right. And it's leveled the playing field of making people think that A, it's easy.
Right.
B, I just have to be this. I've met young people that have actually said, I want to be an Instagram star. And I'm like, what is it? How do you do that?
Yeah, you got
and not even an influence, like the influencer concept I get, but to think that I can make it from my bedroom is the false sense that it's given us. You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
then, let's say you do, and you get on Ellen, and you get on this, and you get on that, and now you're doing well, but now you're in front of thousands of people,
Right.
and the mic just dropped out, or the lights just went, or you don't know what to do.
That's exactly right.
You don't know what to do because you've been in your bedroom being a superstar.
You know what was so interesting when they was talking about the impeachment, and they was talking about what the Congress is to the Senate. Said the Congress is basically supposed to be younger, and the Senate is supposed to be the elders.
Right.
They're supposed to be the one that correct the younger, and that's what's. I don't know where entertainment is headed. I know comedy. It's not the same.
Y'all got it
Everybody.
rough these days.
Well,
If you say
everybody
one
wants
little
to.
thing.
Yeah, everybody wants to do your joke, but they're catching up because people are parting them out, but they don't even give a damn about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what kind of pride would you have as Superman? You think Superman really could beat Batman? All he had to do was take his butt out to outer space and leave him, and it was done. He had him the first time.
I love it. So now, what impressions of singers do you do?
Oh, I do a few. I do Lou Ross, excuse me. You got change for a quarter. Thank you. Do a little Frank Sinatra. So can we do something?
Yes, please do something.
I don't know all the lyrics.
That's
I don't
okay.
know it.
I will pull them up
But
and geriatric print them suckers if you want me.
we're gonna do What a Wonderful World.
Oh!
By Logan.
We got a Feel Better Friday exclusive, y'all. It's Feel Better Friday. We're live in the loft. Make some noise. Yes, yes, yes. We have the one and only Chris Thomas. I can't wait to hear this. You just start. You'll catch up.
I'm there ready.
Okay.
I see trees of green,
Sylver. What a wonderful world. You want to get the second verse?
Can I see it?
There we go. I see clouds of white, blue, and clouds of white.
Y'all know I can't see. Big blessing.
Let's break today. We got it ready.
And dark sacred night.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Go out the colors of the rainbow. So pretty in the sky. Also on their faces are people going by. I see friends shaking hands. Saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watched them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself and say, what a wonderful world. Oh yes, let's bring it home. And I say to myself, what do we always say? What a wonderful world.
Thursday at 11:30 a.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. with Dr. Renee. We have the first only radio magazine radio show, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. Radio magazine radio show.
In I have a TV show comes on Channel 77 called The Comedy Corner Extra.
Yes, The Comedy Corner Extra. We'll be checking that out.
And I'll be in Augusta, Georgia with the Urban Soul Comedy Festival. The Urban Soul Comedy Festival tribute to the Russell Simmons Def Comedy Jam All-Stars Reunion. And that'll be at Joker's Comedy Club. Also, they can get in contact with me with Ernie Dozier.
Yeah.
Ragtime Entertainment. Just go online and look up the number, call them and say, I want to book that guy. I want him to sing for Sylver. What a wonderful world.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, this is Bill Cosby, and I want to thank you. I broke out. Lord, gonna get some roses and some rises and some crimsonites. Lord. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. This is Richard Pryor. Thank you, everybody. This is Richard. And we're going to go and have a night now. Good ass man. This is Bernie Mac. I told y'all to play that move. I ain't telling like a motherfucking tongue out here. All right. Thank you.
I love it. We can do this all day. Once again, this is Good Friday. Give it up for Van Sean on drums.
Hello, Sylver.
Yes. Stan Cooper on guitar. Chris Allen on percussion. My co-host, Mr. Daryl L.A.Hunt. Give it up to my crew and everybody in the building. Dr. Jazz, Dr. Renee, Ernie, my man Roger, the Hair Gangsters in the house. I love you so much. Y'all check Oh, wait a minute, wait, the show is going. Get it.
Roger Boy in the house. Tessie Roger. Roger Gore.
Yes. We'll see you next time.
Roger.
Thomas, Dr. Chan, Dr. Renee.
I said Roger.
We'll see y'all next time. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Sylver, Logan Sharp, and Gizmo, the host of Feel Better Friday. So, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be alerted every time we upload a new show. Thanks for watching.